Hello, I'm your friend Teacher Sam. Are you ready to explore a fresh and entertaining approach to enhancing your English speaking skills? Today we'll delve into how watching films can become your secret weapon to mastering English. Yes, you heard it right. Films with their rich dialogues, varied accents, and real-life scenarios are a treasure trove of language learning opportunities. Watching films can help you understand the rhythm, tone, and nuances of English speech. It can also expose you to colloquial phrases, idioms, and slangs that are often used in daily conversations. Not to mention, it's a fun way to learn without feeling the pressure of traditional classroom learning. So, if you're a movie buff with a keen interest in learning English, or even if you're just looking for a more enjoyable way to improve your language skills, this is your golden ticket. Embark on this exciting journey to learn English in a fun and engaging way. The first step in this journey is to choose the right film. Now, you might be wondering, how do I do that? Well, it's not as complicated as it sounds. Start by considering your current level of English comprehension. If you're a beginner, consider films with simple dialogue. Animated films or family-friendly comedies can be a great starting point. As your skills improve, you can venture into more complex genres like dramas or thrillers. Your interests also play a vital role. Choose a film that piques your curiosity. If you're into science fiction, go for a sci-fi flick. If romantic comedies are more your style, there's a plethora of them out there. Lastly, consider a film's cultural context. Films can offer a glimpse into different cultures, slang, and accents. This can be a great way to enhance your understanding of the English language in its many forms. Remember, the film should be enjoyable and relevant to your interests and learning level. Next, it's time to watch the film, but not just passively. This is where we introduce the concept of active watching. Picture this, you're not just lounging on the couch, popcorn in hand, mindlessly consuming the storyline. No, you're on a mission to improve your English speaking skills. Active watching involves a more involved approach. You're pausing the movie at intervals, rewinding to listen to a dialogue again, and even rewatching entire scenes. Why do we do this? To fully grasp the language, the expressions, the context. It's like mining for linguistic gold, and every pause, every rewind, every rewatch is a swing of your pickaxe. And don't forget to take notes. Jot down new vocabulary, interesting phrases and expressions. This will help you remember and later practice what you've learned. So let's transform this leisure activity into something more. Active watching turns a leisure activity into a powerful learning tool. Watching films also offers a great opportunity to practice pronunciation and intonation. This may seem like a daunting task, but fear not, for we're going to break it down into manageable steps. Firstly, we focus on pronunciation. Choose a scene, one that's not too long, and listen carefully to the actors. Pay attention to the way they shape their words, the sounds they make, and how they move their mouths. Now it's your turn. Try to mimic the actors, repeating their lines exactly as they do. Remember, it's not about the speed, it's about the clarity. Don't be discouraged if you don't get it right the first time. It's a learning process, and every attempt you make brings you one step closer to perfecting your pronunciation. Next, we turn to intonation, the rhythm and melody of speech. Intonation is all about how something is said, not what is said. It's the rise and fall of the voice, the emphasis on certain words, the emotions conveyed. To practice intonation, pick a dramatic scene from a film. Listen to the actors, understand the context, and feel the emotions. Pause the film and repeat after the actors, trying to match their intonation. It's like singing a song but with spoken words. Understanding the context is crucial in interpreting intonation correctly. Ask yourself, what's happening in the scene? How are the characters feeling? What's the relationship between them? By answering these questions, you can better understand the emotions behind the words and thus mimic the intonation more accurately. Remember, practice makes perfect. Don't be shy to rewind and repeat scenes as often as needed. It might feel a bit silly at first, but you'll soon notice improvements in your English speaking skills. Incorporate this exercise into your routine. You'll not only be improving your pronunciation and intonation, but also expanding your vocabulary and understanding of the English language. Practicing this way, you can learn to speak English like a native speaker. Lastly, engage in discussions about the film. This is a fun and interactive way to use the new words and phrases you've learned. When you talk about the film with friends or online communities, you're practicing your English in a real-world context. You're not just memorizing vocabulary. You're using it to express your thoughts and opinions. This is a key aspect of language learning, known as productive skills. This practice can help reinforce your learning as you apply the new vocabulary and grammar structures you've picked up. Also, it provides an opportunity to develop your communication skills. You learn to listen to others, respond appropriately, and express your ideas clearly. Remember, it's okay to make mistakes during these discussions. Every mistake is a learning opportunity. So don't be shy. Get out there and start talking about the movies you watch. Discussing the film not only enhances comprehension, but also boosts confidence in speaking. That's how watching films can help improve your English speaking skills. It all starts with selecting the right film. A film that interests you with clear dialogue and, ideally, subtitles in English. This will make the learning process fun and engaging. Then we move to active watching. It's not just about watching, it's about listening, pausing, repeating and understanding. It's about immersing yourself in the language and culture of the film. Next, we focus on practicing pronunciation and intonation. Films provide a natural and authentic way to learn how words and sentences should sound. So don't hesitate to mimic the characters, follow their intonation and master the accent. Lastly, engage in discussions. Talk about the film with friends or online communities. This will not only reinforce what you've learned, but also boost your confidence in speaking English. Remember, the key is to enjoy the process. Happy learning!